Hello, this is George Beyrouthi from FS Securities, a stockbroking firm on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. Today I'll show you how investors and traders can make money on our stock market. I will show you what is hot and what is not, and what you should hold and what you should fold. So please enjoy the presentation and give us some feedback if you wish. First of all, let me give you some global data. Well, the American market was closed last night for Martin Luther King holidays. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was down 0.3%. The FTSE was down, was actually very steady, and the DAX in Germany was down 0.6%. And in London, BHP was down 1.1%, and Rio was steady. And on the commodities, we have gold down $3 to 1,279 US per ounce. And US oil at $53.92 US per barrel. Iron ore price was up 0.3%, which of course is important for BHP, Rio and Fortescue, and was trading at $75.90 US a ton. Aluminium was down and copper was also down. Australian dollar today was trading at 71.59, almost steady from yesterday morning. And as a matter of interest, for those people who follow Bitcoin, Bitcoin still down to 3,541. That is actually a major drop from where it was 15 months ago, when it was trading above 12,000 US per coin. And that, by the way, converts to approximately $4,946 Australian. And remember, in November 2017, one Bitcoin was nearly 18,000 Australian dollars. So major drop in the price of Bitcoin. As you can see from this chart here, the volume has been relatively low following Christmas, and is trading below the 1.5 billion stocks exchanging hands. It looks like a lot of people are still on holidays. And I'm expecting that following the long weekend coming up for Australia Day, everybody will be back to normal and the volume will increase. Yesterday we've had 31.5% of the stocks were actually advanced and nearly 20% declined. In terms of the sectors, we can see that we are a lot more bullish at the moment than we were 5-6 weeks ago. That's actually for the aggressive trader and the very aggressive trader. For the investor and the conservative trader, we are almost neutral, with the exception that gold used to be very bullish and has gone a bit neutral, and material, which includes BHP and Rio, are very strong at the moment. So that would be something that we want to actually trade at the moment. And in terms of the Australian market, the XJO, which is of course the ASX 200, you can see how many green candles we've seen here. And interestingly, that the last candle was actually gone above the 100-day moving average. It is a very positive thing. But the fact that the 50-day moving average is still below the 100 and the 100 is below the 200, over the long term, we are still bearish. Now, whether that candle is going to get to the 6,000 and cross over it or not, that will determine whether we're going to go to a higher levels in the next few months. My expectation is that it may go to 6,000 if it does, and then bounce back. In actual fact, because of the number of green candles, we might see a retracement in the next few days. So be aware that the next few days we're seeing a reversal, and we might go down all the way to 5,700. More possibility it may go down than up in the next few weeks. In terms of what we're going to trade, BHP, bullish for the investor, that's the long term. For the very aggressive, it's bearish, and for the conservative trader and aggressive trader is neutral. We still believe that BHP, because of the material sector, is being positive. Then we would not put some money onto BHP. We might even look at BHP from an options trade That is probably the iron condor, where we don't care if the market goes up or down as long as it stays within a range. We still like CBA. CBA has been positive for the number of weeks. We also like Newcrest Mines until when 2 weeks ago we told you to take some profit out of the market. We didn't tell you to sell everything. We asked you to take some profit out, which we were right. Rio is starting to be very positive. We like Rio. And Woolworths, we still consider Woolworths to be a good buy. Now, what happened yesterday in the market? Well, Woolworths Dow dropped 6 cents. We're not worried about that. Rio also dropped 14 cents, but trading $80.51. Remember, only a few weeks ago was trading around the 75 Australian dollars. CBA 73, it was down to 65 about a few months ago, so it's done well. And Woodside Petroleum, because of our trade that I'm going to show you in a minute, we want it to be below 34.01 on Thursday afternoon. And that is the Woodside Petroleum options trades. We told you that we want it to be below 34 and above 31. Yesterday it closed at $33.94, but remember, it actually got up to $34.25. We were very worried about it, and we started to take some action for some of the traders, and we pushed the strikes to 35 and 32. I'll show you that in a minute, but there are some clients still in the trade, and we hope that the market will drop well below 34 today. We'll see what happens. And this is actually the payoff diagram for the options. You can see here the zero, that is where on the right of that line we're making money, or we keep the premium that we received. Below the left side of that line we start to lose money. So let's see what happens, and we hope that the market will remain below 34.01 and above 31.01. Okay, yesterday in terms of volume, we always show you the volume. Companies that had extraordinary volume in the last 24 hours. On the top 50, the MEVAC had 127% of the average volume over 50 trading days. But on the speculative stuff, we want you to have a look at Kogan and IVE Group Limited. Both of these companies, actually also Eclipse, they had very large volume. This particular company, Eclipse, the average daily volume was 1.8. Yesterday it had 3.4 million. So we really want to actually look at that company and see why the volume was so high yesterday. Finally, I want to tell you that our disclaimer: I don't know your financial circumstances, so everything I said today is only of general advice only. And if you need any questions, all you have to do is ask. How to ask? Well, these are our details, so copy them down and call us anytime you want, and we'll actually be able to help you. So finally, have a good day and enjoy trading.